okay? Back in the day, there were only 2.5 guards. Open, closed, and half. Okay, I guess that didn't work. Right. So look, this is obviously closed guard, but before there was a closed guard, okay, we didn't just wind up there, okay? He had the guard open, okay, and somehow he pulled me into a closed guard, okay? So you gotta understand that your guard, whether this, okay, it pretty much starts out open, okay, unless you start it closed, okay? However, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start it closed. One of the key things to be able to pass guard is your posture, okay? If you don't have posture, you're not gonna be able to effectively pass the guard. If your head's down, the spine alignment is broken, and it's gonna be difficult for you to pass the guard. So you have to make sure your shoulders are as much above your hips as possible, okay? And your back is as straight as possible. And what I like to do is I like to call it arching your back. Bowing your back, arching your back, okay? Because what he wants to do, obviously, is the opposite. He wants to break my posture down. So when you have somebody in your guard, you need to break their posture down. One of the things that's very effective is pull the slack out of the collars, pull them together right here, and make a kickstand, and I roll it and I push it into the sternum, okay? This creates a nice kickstand. I don't lock it out. I keep it slightly bent so I can adjust the angle, okay? He's gonna wanna break my posture. Where would your hands be? Okay? So from here, I can take my hand and I can put it on his shoulder and I keep my head up. You see what happens here? If I keep my head down, see how he's pulling me down right here? And it's breaking my whole structure because there's a lot of pressure on the neck, okay? He puts his hand on my collars, I put my hand on his chest, and I don't have to pass from here, I just have to get posture, okay? So my left hand is pushing on his chest, my right hand is pushing into his sternum, and my head's up, because I can move away, okay? And I can begin to take control of my own neck and shoulder area here, okay? And push away, and my back is arched, okay? And I'm moving away, because he'll have to regrip here, okay? He'll have to regrip. But even here, he'll have to regrip. He'll probably grab a sleeve or something, you know, okay? Which enables me now to put my hand from the shoulder to the hip. I need to be able to control the hip on the mat, and I need to also use my knees to control his hip movement. A good guard is all about them moving their hips. A good way to shut down a guard is to control the hips, okay? So my left hand is on the pants, and I'm pushing his hip down. I'm not doing this. I don't have a lot of power this way, my shoulders bend, everything. I need to push the hip to the mat. See how he's up on my knees? That's what he wants. So my knees open up and I'm controlling his lateral hip movement with my knees. I'm posting here. So as he begins to try to work a guard, go ahead. Okay? See how it's hard for him to push, move his hips. Get your grips, however you want. Okay? So I'm here and my head's up. If I pull it down, because remember, he's got his legs also. Okay? But I'm controlling his hip. Okay? So as he tries to move his hips, okay? See his shoulders move, but hip doesn't. I want to put my right knee in his tailbone. I need to transfer the weight. The way I transfer the weight is I put my weight on my left knee and move the right one in. Put the weight on the right knee, move the left one back. And my back is arched. Because if you look this way, when his guard goes even higher here and my right knee goes into the table, my left hand is pushing his hip down. And as I arch my back, I slide under his feet right here, and then I bow my back. And then this knee comes up and I drop forward. Whether I go to the right for a knee drop, whether I go to the left for a knee cut, because if the right leg drops to the same side, that's a knee drop. If the right leg goes across, that's a knee cut or a knee slice, okay? Whatever I do, bottom line, the guard's already open. I can take this, push it down, and begin to pass. But the key was to open up the guard and to unlock it. That's the key. So once again, we're here. I make the kickstand here. He begins to get his grips. I put my hand on his shoulder, and even this hand is making it hard for him to pull here, because he's pulling right into my structure, my kickstand here, and my hand in the shoulder here. So as he keeps pulling me down, I keep looking up right here. He'll re-grip because he's losing his grips. Yeah, yes, right here. So here I go to the hip, my head's still up. I'm looking up, and now I'm corralling his hips with my knees, and I'm controlling his hip with my left hand, and I'm pushing his hip down. You feel it, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. From here, I need to put my right knee in his tailbone. How do I do that? I move my left knee out a bit, and I move, adjust it, and I slide my hips and back, and I arch my back, because even if he goes up my back, because it's putting pressure on his feet. If he opens his feet, okay, if he doesn't open his feet here, I'm pushing here, and his hip is on the mat, and my knee is in his sternum. My back is arched, and I pull the back. From here, my knee comes up, and I take a step, and then you go into your pass. So let's just talk about opening up the guard, because that's really the key here, okay? Hold the slack out here, and you make the posture, because he's gonna want to break posture here. Here, you gotta retain your posture. You're not going into passing order. You gotta make sure you have posture. So play with your posture. So your head's up, and I'm pushing down. I don't need to look down. There's nothing I need to look down for. I'm here, and I'm shrugging. So as he pulls down, yes, I even go into the frame here, because he's tilting, I'm tilting. If I stay like this and he tilts, he's gonna pull me down this way. I need to stay aligned with my structure, with my frame. My frame 1, frame 2 here, okay? From here, I'm posturing here. My left hand goes to the hip and I push it down. From here, I put weight on the left knee, transfer weight to the right knee. Put the left knee back and arch my back. From here, I open my back and my knee comes up and begins to drop forward, because here you get a variety of passes. But here already, you're getting through the guard, and whether you go here and you pass with a knee drop or a knee cut, that's all secondary. So let's just talk about opening the guard, and let's have you guys do it. Okay, ready guys? 1, 2, 3. Partner up with different levels. Partner up with somebody. So Monty has somebody